New Forsaken update finally got announced. It's coming out this Friday. Woohoo! The past few uploads I've been making were just specifically about like one person, but however though, one of my trans friends IRL decided to give me this suggestion, and I decided to make a 2-for-1 about two lolcows that are essentially identical. And when I mean identical, I mean there's like only a handful of differences. And I'm not lying when I say there's only a handful of differences. We'll be going through these differences and similarities throughout the entire video because I want to like explain them individually. So I'll be explaining one lolcow first, and then I'll do the other, and then I'll like I guess do a compare and contrast at the end, just to like further show you guys like how similar these two actually are, because the similarities are genuinely insane. As a matter of fact, so insane, I call it the duo of the decade because they actually did a somewhat little collab with each other. Granted, they don't like each other, but they did do a live stream a few times together. And these two lolcows are Leslie Clark and Tophiachu, both women in their early to mid or no, early to late 30s, who are possibly some of the nastiest lolcows to ever exist. And trust me, you will 100% agree with me once I explain to you what these two have done. First things first, I want to talk about Tophiachu because out of all the lolcows, she is certainly one of the ones that has interested me the most. Tophiachu is a lolcow who I'm pretty sure is in their mid to late 30s, who's homeless, and well, the thing that makes Tophiachu so unique is that it's not just her that's a lolcow, but rather her entire family is like just one big family of lolcows. There's Mama Chu, who is exposed for saying multiple racist things. There's Papa Chu, who's supposedly trying to start his own cult and has been arrested dozens upon dozens of times. There's Brother Chu, who has supposed allegations of him talking to underage individuals, and also has allegations of him like abusing his wife or some stuff like that. He did die in a I think it was like some sort of shooting. So rest in peace to Brother Chu, because that actually is kind of a tragic loss for them at least. But however though, the thing that makes Tophiachu like so nasty is what she would do with the money that she was supposed to use on Brother Chu's funeral, which she would not use it for a funeral at all and rather use it for things such as, well, decorations, and even in the casino, which, reminder, in case you didn't hear, Tophiachu is homeless. She's living in her car with her mother, and it's like actually sad to just hear about this. And whenever she doesn't live in her car, she lives in a really bad homeless shelter and wrecks it so bad to the point where she gets kicked. But to be honest, I kind of find the whole casino thing funny because she would post this like right before she went to the casino, asking people for money so that way she can pay for like Brother Chu's funeral or something like that. And then immediately people saw her in the casino, which I think is just it's honestly great, man. But that's all asides the modern things. Let's talk about the main thing that got Tophiachu into a lot of controversy. She had a odd obsession with Asian men. Did not matter what age, as long as you were an Asian and the opposite gender of her, you probably would have fallen like into her grasp, or at least she would try to get you into her grasp. Because there was a certain Asian like content creator on TikTok which Tophiachu essentially stalked, and it got so bad to the point where he just basically quit TikTok because of her. Like, that's actually how obsessive she is over Asian men. It is like actually scary. But what makes it even more scary is what she was exposed for having in her tabs. Because in a live stream, when she opened up her tabs, she had a certain tab open called Asian Teen, and then after that it cut out. But considering the fact that the screenshot showed an X website, people immediately knew what it was, and she was exposed for positively one of the most disgusting things ever.
Girl, we saw that the Asian. What was that about?
What
Girl, what
is
was that
this?
about? Hello? Sophia? We saw the teen Asian. Sophia, speak up on it.
Goodbye. This is why I don't add people to the live stream. That was not Lauren.
But you heard that right, though. Asian teen corn. Are we serious? Are we genuinely serious? As well as this, she was also exposed for having really poor hygiene. I mean, it kind of does make sense because she is homeless, but at the same time, like, poor hygiene, just no. As well as this, she was also exposed for, abusing her pets when she used to live in a house. Because she used to have a dog named Hershey that she would just throw around, and to be honest, Hershey got abused so much to the point where, like, Hershey would just start growling at Tophia. But before I end off Tophiachu's side, there's one more thing I would like to talk about Tophiachu, and it's another collab that she would have with another Lolcow. Except, it wasn't Leslie Clark.
Okay, fucking quit! Time to send some people to fucking town. No! Fuck! 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 I wanna fucking die, I swear to fucking God!
Go with that. How I wonder where you are.
To whoever the F sent that video to my uncle, you should be ashamed of yourself!
That's right, the official Gabriel Gage had beef with Tophiachu, and honestly, it is one of the greatest beefs of all time. Unfortunately, the videos he made during this beef was around his old account, which, well, if you've seen the Nova Online video, you know what happened to it. So I can't unfortunately get the videos, and this is the only one I could find, so this is my dearest apologies to all you who wanted to see that. But that's just really it for Tophiachu's side, and now we can talk about the other beast. And that beast in question being Leslie Clark, another TikToker who's in their 30s, I believe, who is exposed for similar things that Tophiachu is exposed for, mainly bad hygiene, and just mainly stuff in that nature. But there's one subtle difference between Leslie Clark and Tophiachu that made them stand out the most. Leslie didn't just look at, well, explicit media of, well, underage people, but rather was exposed for talking to them. One of them was 15.
So how are you related to Leslie?
My name's Ethan. I was 15 and she sent the to me, and I'm 17 now.
You were the one? You were the one?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Please finish.
Yeah. I was 15 when she sent the to me that my sister has the account logged
You
in.
are Courtney's brother.
Yes, ma'am.
My God.
Yes, ma'am. My sister has all the login to that account, all the info. Her father even sent his to me. Like, the whole family's messed up in that.
The other was a 16-year-old who tried to get proof that Leslie Clark was indeed doing this type of behavior, which he eventually did.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's AJ. Most of you know this. Some of you don't. I am 16. I am a trans male. I saw the page about what Leslie had done with that 15-year-old boy, and I decided to take it into my own hands and get proof that she was actually going after children. I'm going to show a screenshot real quick of proof that she was dating a 16-year-old. Me. There's the first screenshot. Pause to read.
And the third one, well, although their age is unclarified, she did specify and say that they did want to talk to them in a, what was it? Some sort of live.
I gotta say that I have a huge crush on Connor. But there's a problem. I can't date him because he's too young.
Which, I mean, come on, dude. How do you expose yourself this bad?
Think I have a heart
Sorry for that little, like, clip. I didn't know what else to throw in there. Oh, yeah, as well as the, predatory behavior, she was also exposed for saying a whole bunch of racist, homophobic, and transphobic things, which I find the homophobic and, like, transphobia part funny, because there were dozens of, like, previous uploads that she made where she clarified that she was trans and bisexual. So, like, how does this work? How does this make sense? It genuinely doesn't. As well as this, she was also exposed for possibly some of the nastiest hygiene you will ever hear in your entire life, because there's a video of her that was on Instagram where she scratched her bottom area for 40 seconds straight, and after that, she would later then sniff her fingers, which is what caused the Lolcow community to recall this moment as the scratch and sniff incident.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for putting you through that torture, but I felt like I had to. I suffered through it dozens upon dozens of times, so you guys are gonna have to suffer through it too. I apologize, but it had to happen. Another thing about Leslie Clark I almost forgot to mention was the fact that she is really disrespectful towards the only person that she lives with, which is her grandmother. And, like, when I say disrespectful, I mean that in the coldest way possible.
Cheating ass mother. Whoa!
Take up that boulder, shut that filthy mouth. Yes, ma'am. You have got a sewer for a mouth, and I hear it in here with the door closed. Come on. Don't you dare get on that phone and cuss like that again.
But however, though, it wasn't just that she did, but as well as that, she also stole her grandma's car for vapes. And what does the grandmother do? Still let Leslie live in her house. Why exactly? Your guess is as good as mine, but I don't know. With all of this out the way, though, it's about time we finally do the compare and contrast between Leslie Clark and Tophiachu. Both were exposed for saying racist and homophobic comments. Both were exposed for predatory behavior. Both of them were extremely disrespectful towards their guardian or parents. And both of them are just genuine nasty human beings all in all. That's pretty much all the similarities that they have. The differences are completely obvious, so I won't go over them, but rather I will show you what practically all of you have been waiting for. The beef between Tophiachu and Leslie Clark. Please enjoy.
Why did you scratch yourself? Why did you scratch yourself and sniff your hands? Why did you scratch yourself and sniff your hands? Where's Perry? Why do you got a tattoo of Perry and he don't even want your ugly ass? Chris Griffin. You got so much to say. You got so much to say. Right? You got so much to say. Where's your little guard dog? Where's your chihuahua?
Animal control today, and I'm calling adult protective services.
Where's your
Because I've seen you put your hand on your mother.
Where is he? Where is he?
I seen you put your hand on your mother.
Where is he? Because you can't answer. Why did you have Simone on your live?
It was a live.
You hit
Didn't
her.
She say she it.
Why do you have Simone on your live, huh? You're just like her, right? Right? Right?
I can control who comes on my live.
She said kids, you had her on your live. Half black queen. Oh, you're black now? Black now? You're black now. You're black now.
Sophia, you're nothing but
You don't even look black, to be honest. Stop scratching yourself on live and sniffing your hands, fishy hand.
Quit drinking.
Where's your guard? Not here to help.
That roaches have crawled into.
Bark, 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 bark.
Learn how to get a job in the life.
Bark, 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 bark.
Stop stealing money from people.
Bark, bark,
Learn how to stop watching.
Bark, 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 bark.
Obsessing over kids.
Goodbye.
And that's, well, pretty much it. To be honest, if you had to ask me who, like, won that argument, I'd honestly say Tophiachu, because, actually, no, scratch that, neither of them won the argument. Both of them are fucked up in their own ways, and in very similar ways, but, yeah. Also, I do apologize for not uploading, for a little bit. I had to take a break from uploading due to, like, a, mental breakdown I had sometime over the weekend, and I didn't have much time to edit this video during the week, because I had to... Actually, no, scratch that. I had, like, I think 4 tests over this entire week. So, I couldn't really do anything. And, while I had my free time, I forgot to edit the video, and I ended up rewatching the Walton Files because of the, new, like, Forsaken update that's coming out. Actually in 3 hours by the time I'm editing this. So, that's gonna be great. And also with this, I'd also like to make a few statements and updates about this channel, because I do have a lot of plans for this channel, but I can't do them right now because it is very new and I don't really have a lot of subscribers. But I'll tell you what, I do have plans of streaming, like either on Twitch or on YouTube. I do have plans on streaming, but I can't like really stream right now because I don't know how to, and I feel like I don't have like a big enough community to do so. So I'll tell you what, if I get 100 subs by the end of this year, I will start doing live streams on both Twitch and YouTube. If you're gonna ask exactly what the streams are gonna be about, it's just mainly gonna be like, mainly commentary style streams, just like updates on the Lolcows that I've covered in the past, and maybe like sneak peeks on the Lolcows I have plans on talking about as well as game nights, which I'll also be hosting in my Discord server. But the Discord server isn't fully set right now, but once it is fully set, I'll link it in all my videos, or at least try to remember. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I love y'all so much.